Already, huh? More thermal output, I guess. Already, huh? Great. Hey there, and welcome back to Sister Location, where last time obviously we beat the game. Now we pretty much have extras and customite. Now this is gonna be a little weird because you're gonna see this video in like two parts basically. Right now I'm gonna be recording me doing the normal challenges besides Golden Freddy, like no lights, maximum heat, speed, weirdos, all these, right? Or as much as I can really get through, right? Because we have to get logs by beating customer challenges. Now, when I originally made my customite video, I only attempted Golden Freddy and then covered extras. I completely forgot about the logs. So first, you'll see pretty much I'm going to go through the challenges, then you'll see the second part that I originally recorded. With that said, let's see what the first thing is. No lights. We have Mini Arena, Lolbit, Funtime Freddy, Foxy, and Ballora, as well as Foxy. Okay. Let's see what we got here.
I've got you now!
Alright. Lolbit, of course.
Me birds keeping it.
Oh my god. You know, it's so weird for the game to be this quiet. It's so alien almost. Okay, why the music started? Hold on.
Pretty soon.
Alright, music's starting to kick up a little bit. I don't know, for a second it was a little weird because it was so quiet. I'm not used to this night being so quiet. I was worried. See, you know, that's the one thing that I cannot, like... I didn't really talk about this, but the fact that because of the Foxy mechanic, you can't use the light to check on them. I mean, I gotta start looking at cameras and see what I can actually see when it comes to Foxy and... Because, like, look here, for example, right? I can't really see... Like, how do you see Foxy at the window? Right? Because you don't see them in this camera, by any means.
Your time's almost out. Me birds keeping an eye on ya.
I mean, like, at this point, I'm better off just doing the shock, really. Like, just taking a chance, because otherwise, I have no way of really knowing when Foxy's there.
Here I come. I should warn you, there'll be no quarter for you.
Even here, for example, I can't really see Ballora that well. I didn't really talk about that too much, but... Oh, what... damn it, I didn't check. I really thought Ballora wasn't there. But yeah, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I realize these cameras are frankly kind of useless. You can't really check the left or right side. But like, you can't see them at the window using cameras. And you don't even have a chance to like quickly flicker the light, right, when Foxy's there. So this part of the game, I guess, is something that I didn't really talk about too much, but is weird. Like, for example, if you, I guess, like, even if you don't see Ballora in those two cameras, can you really assume Ballora is at the window? Oh, the more I think about it, the more I realize that this mechanic of Foxy, frankly, makes this part of the game really frustrating to play, because you have no way of knowing when Foxy and Ballora are at the windows without the light. There is no way to find out. You have no way of knowing. And I don't know, I'm surprised I didn't really mention it earlier. Like, now that I'm like looking at it in custom, it feels so plainly obvious. But you really just can't do anything. Also, can these guys like leave? Like, how would I know? How would I know Foxy was there? You can't see anything. I don't know how they ever got around that issue, but it's something that I don't know. Like, the more I think about it, like, see there, I barely saw Ballora's hand. But can I say the same thing for Foxy? Is there really any way to see Foxy? Yeah, Ballora got me. I kept letting the power get drained. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more I realize that gameplay loop really does not work well. Okay, I definitely heard what was supposed to be Foxy, but it cut out really quickly. See, I barely saw the hand there, but it only applies to Ballora. I forgot about Funtime Foxy. Yeah, we're gonna leave this. This is just not. I'm just not really getting anywhere with this one. All right, so next we have Mini Arenas, Biddy Babs, Funtime Freddy, and then the two mask characters. Maximum Heat. Oh my god, the DJ's here. Yeah, here we go. Almost forgot about the fan. Yeah, I had a feeling everyone's gonna get me with Funtime Freddy. Yeah, Key, for those two, you can put on the mask mad late. not visible. Well, I guess we'll go for the random one. Uh-oh. Oh, it's fine. We have that mask. We should be fine. There we go. Alright, that one's a bit more chaotic than I was expecting, but we got through it. Alright, I wonder what logs we got. Are they gonna be like our logs as we were testing the AI through the game? Let's see, this location. Here we go. Thursday, October 7th, 1971. It's been a year since I first started working on CV8, and today big progress has been made. CV8, it's so smart. It knows absolutely everything that exists for this world. It can easily answer any question I have or even do anything I ask of it. Though I want to give it more of a personality, as it does just feel like I'm talking to just a robot. I think I'll set up my house to wire security cameras so it can learn how humans interact. Hopefully it can learn from my family. So this is what I was talking about. In, last video I was talking about like what exactly happens at the end of the game with, the house segment. And I'm pretty sure what happens is CV8 is probably the AI that is controlling Baby. Or maybe controlling all of the characters, who knows. But, because they don't really make it seem as though there's multiple AI. But I think CV8, using the security footage that it has observed through, of our house, it was able to emulate our house in the game and pretty much stuck us there, and it was trying to pretty much take control of us, I think. Because clearly it doesn't really make sense that they actually show up in our house, right? There's nothing to suggest that obviously the animatronics are real in this world, right? In the same way that they are in the game. And again, we were playing a game. We know the AI was in the game. So it only makes sense that for them to possess us, we had to end up somewhere, and that is, we ended up getting trapped in the Circus Baby animatronic in the game. So, already uncovering a bit more of the story there. As much as I would like to beat No Lights, I don't really feel like going through the trial and error of Foxy and the two Fun Times. Speed. This one could work a bit better. I mean, the main tricky part here is going to be, the problem is not as severe because Foxy is now, only going to really clash with Funtime Foxy, right? They're not really going to clash with both of them. So we can try this. Everything else on camera is going to be annoying as hell, but I think we can manage. False audio. That could backfire. Remember, I don't even have to check the left side.
We birds keeping an eye on ya.
Again?
I've got ya now! Frenzy! Vashti, your time is just about run out.
Shoot. Fine, you're deaf. Ah, well, it's just too late. Damn it. See, again, like, oh, even with Foxy there. See, like, a scenario like that, how can I tell, like, it doesn't make sense to randomly guess. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know how I'm ever gonna reconcile with that now. Now I can't, like, get that out of my head.
We walk in the blank.
Oh, I have no cameras. Well, there's no point in that. Yeah, I really thought I was gonna get through more custom intelligence, but I think in general I have to admit, this gameplay loop has definitely gotten me a lot more than I expected. Oh, I ran out of cameras again, bro. Come on. You know what? Now we'll just move on. Honestly. All right, let's see. After speed is weirdos, which is mainly cameras, power-ups, and Ballora, so we should definitely get through this one. Yeah, I don't know, I really just have to admit that I think in terms of this gameplay loop, I just am not that good at it. I tend to check cameras at the worst times. Alright. Alright, I completely forgot about the fan at the very end there, but easier custom night? Pretty easy, honestly. Just a lot of camera management. Alright, let's see what the next log is here. December 28th, 1971. CV8 is interacting great with people now. It's learned greatly from our family. It's now almost just like a human being. Emily thinks I've been working too much on it, that I should be spending more time with Christina and James, but they will understand. I think CV8 will change the world. Okay, so yeah, so I guess Emily in a way was maybe continuing her father's work when she decided to sign up for all that AI testing stuff. So after Weirdos is the Classics, Top Shelf, Bottom Shelf, Evan. Okay, there's still quite a few left. I guess we'll see. The Classics has I don't know. Anytime whenever I see Foxy and one of the two fun times there, I get a little I don't know. It's pretty much Masks and then these two. We'll see how that goes. On this night, we're not really dealing with any modifiers from, like, no one on cameras, really.
This time. I've got you now.
Close one. How to do it just in case.
Ready to dance the dead man's jig. Look down. Would you like a hug? Vashti, your time is just about run out. I've prepared a special one time just for you. Looks like someone wasn't ready for Freddy to come to the party. I planned something special just for you. I should warn you. Quarter for you. Prepared a special just for you.
Had to take a guess on Funtime Foxy. Not even there. Oh, why'd you have to pick the same spot twice? Well, that's not good. You see what I mean? It's like, how would I know when to like, how would I know?
Now would be a
Ready to dance the dead man's jig.
hold your breath.
Oh, there we go. I was about to say, like, the power just shut off and everything. Alright, that one was a bit... I mean, that was just, like, a slow. We're kind of, like, waiting for Foxy, pretty much. Okay, the next log. Monday, April 3rd, 1972. She's taken the liberty of naming herself Elizabeth. I must admit, it's a very pretty name. So she named herself. That's interesting. Okay, so next is Top Shelf, which is pretty much dealing with everything on the left and right. Biddy Babs, Mini Arenas, and Funtime Freddy. Bottom shelf is masks. Okay, interesting. Oh, wait, Ballora's there? Jesus. Alright, I know I only died one time in that one, but I don't know, honestly, I'm starting to not really be too interested in custom anymore. I think part of it is just because I kind of already, in my mind, kind of concluded this game when I tried max difficulty. And, well, I guess you'll know how that went in a bit. So, yeah, I don't really have much else to say, oddly enough. I mean, it is good that we got some additional story information out of the custom challenges, kind of like seeing how the AI was kind of developing. I have to admit, I think like just the biggest thing, I didn't even mention this when I was giving my thoughts on the game, but again, the more I think about it, like, I think for me, like, the gameplay loop that with involving Foxy, I think is the only thing that has soured the experience for me. I think that's why I kind of ended up just not being as enthusiastic, because I don't know, the more I think about it, Foxy with the Fun Times is just so weird, because you can't, the cameras for the Fun Times are useless, right? You can't really see, you can't see them on camera as they're approaching your window, so it's pretty much pointless, right? If I can't use a light to see them at the window because Foxy's there, then how do I know they're there? I can't rely on sound cues. You got a giant DJ playing music most of the time. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to leave that little tidbit there. And now on to the Golden Freddy attempt. I mean, frankly, I don't even know. It depends also on how the modifiers go, because if the modifiers go crazier than Night 5, then it might be over if I get stuck with being blind or something. But 4.5 minutes, that's the time we're given. So let's see what we can do. Already, huh? More thermal output, I guess. Already, huh? Great. Already. I didn't even notice she was there. Oh, that's right. I also need to rely on Ballora. Not Ballora. The Music Man. What? No. Blind or no cams? Blind two ways. No thanks.
I should warn you, there'll be no quarter for you.
Okay, there we go.
I wasn't ready for Freddy to come.
What the hell? Oh, why am I blind?
Ready to dance the dead man.
Why am I blind? I didn't choose to be blind. What the hell? What? I chose just to have another animatronic. What the hell's going on? Turn on the fan immediately.
Ready to dance the dead man's jig.
Power's hidden for me, sure.
Your time's almost out.
They attack almost instantly. It's like I have to assume they're there.
You must be hearing things, silly.
I don't know what I picked. Good lord. Okay. I don't think this is happening. I went blind. Okay. That's literally all it comes down to. The wrong modifier. Literally just one mystery modifier will screw me over. Thermal output. Yeah, sure. Did I not shock? What? I could have sworn I shocked Funtime Foxy there. Well, I guess it's like a mini death compilation because I don't think I can even make it past a minute.
You look down.
Pretty soon you'll be walking the plank.
I put down the mask too early. I don't know how you do this. You need to be locked in like hell to
Pretty
do
soon
this.
you'll be walking the plank.
I bet you.
Oh, and I got DJ at the worst spot. Oh, I'm deaf. Well, I'm definitely screwed. I can't. Oh, wait, what's happening? I'm dead. I don't think you can even go deaf for this one. Blind or death, you're practically screwed with their speed. A random character be more active. Oh, stop giving me the right side. Did I not shock the right side? What in the world is going on? Can you believe I've only been here like 5 minutes?
Special just
Avasti, your time's just about run out. Pretty soon you'll be walking.
Like, when do you even reboot? Or at least you better hope that's quick. Oh, these are horrible options. Great. You just gotta assume they're both there. I can't see anything. Without sound, I can't even tell if they leave sometimes. Man, I'm gonna have to, I succumb. I succumb at this point. It's over. There's no chance.
I've got you now!
Death or blindness? Why even bother? And the amount of times that lol bit shows up. I didn't even know you were there, Freddy. It's yeah, nah. It's done. It's done. It's done. I concede. I concede. I don't think I've died so quickly in custom nights before, in such rapid succession. Okay. With that said, short-lived for custom. I don't even know if I'm gonna edit any of that, so you can just see how quick that was. But let's see. Obviously, development. The game was originally being developed on ClickTeam, but was later moved to Unreal Engine. That's right, I didn't even really realize that was Unreal Engine. Sometimes, like, with all the games that I play, like, sometimes you can tell on the look and everything, but it's like a lot of times, like, I don't even think about it as much anymore, because sometimes I'll see games that could look like it's ClickTeam or something, but then you see it's on Scratch or Unity. Unity I don't see as often anymore, I don't think. But usually it's either ClickTeam, Scratch, obviously like something like Shellman's was in Blender, and Unreal, I think, are the only ones I've really seen. I think there was one in Game Maker, I think, that I played. I don't quite remember which one though. The game was originally just going to be an office section, but I ultimately decided to make it into a full remake. So I guess here they had pretty much like the original office layout, yeah, below and everything. Obviously the room itself is a lot more cluttered now compared to what you see here. The old menu I was originally going for cool visuals and not a not scary vibe in general. Old camera, you can see I used an old model of Freddy here, but I decided to go for a more creepier one. Here's the old game over screen, kind of being put inside Ennard by the looks of it. Next, we have scrapped content. After every night, there were supposed to be minigames to lore dumped. This was removed because of changes in the story. The final section was supposed to be a FNAF World boss with Baby instead. This was removed just so the final section would be in line with the whole game, and I guess kind of like not disrupt everything. A section where you actually repair Bonnie, and inspired by FNAF 6. This was removed because it was unfun and very buggy. So I'm guessing this is what you were originally going to do when, I guess, Bitch, the little handheld guy here, said, you have to go and fix Bonnie. And in here, they kind of had, I guess Foxy would be attacking you as you're trying to repair Bonnie. Same goes for Chica, which, you know, interesting enough, I don't think Chica's in the game at all, right? From what I noticed, I'm pretty sure it's just Bonnie, Freddy, and Foxy. I guess this is also more part of that FNAF 6 Repair Bonnie minigame with cameras. Next we have pretty much, these are all the minigame sections, or I guess the separate game sections between nights. And then finally Custom Night. Okay, so this video ended up being a lot shorter than I expected. This could end up being part of the video where I tackled the ending. So I guess for you it might not be a short video, but for me it was a short recording. Alas, with that said, my thoughts on the game. First of all, I will say it is a pleasant change of pace to play a sister location based like fan game, or like, you know, based on this, you know, location, these characters, because at least, like, I don't really see that super often. Generally speaking, the ones that tend to get remade or, you know, are based on the original games the most are usually FNAF 1, FNAF 2, even FNAF 3 to an extent, FNAF 4. Mainly the first 4 FNAF games tend to get the most attention when it comes to, like, fan games that are made on them, right? I guess especially FNAF 1. Not just with regards to like remakes, but games that are like trying to like, I guess like remakes, you know, just based on those games. But you don't see sister location get that too often. If I think I can count the number of games I've played that are using sister location animatronics as like the core focus. The very first one for me was Circus Baby's Diner. That one took the sister location animatronics and pretty much set them up in a classic restaurant. Like, what if you were the night guard at Circus Baby's diner with all of these Funtime animatronics actually being part of the establishment, right, with a new enemy at the end of the game and whatnot. So, you know, that was the first time I really experienced that. And after that, I could be mistaking some. If so, my apologies. I've played, at this point, hundreds of fan games for the past 4 years, and I don't quite remember all of them by extreme detail. I know the most recent one I played before this was a custom night game that kind of like did a hybrid of FNAF 2 and Sister Location. That's pretty much, I think, the only one I remember. There was a game I played a demo of that had Scrap Baby from what I see. But oddly enough, Sister Location is kind of like the odd one out, it feels like, when it comes to games that are based on it, which is interesting. I wonder if that's because it's like the one game out of the original 6 that really leans in heavy to like that sleek aesthetic that we see here that, you know, kind of comes more prevalent in Security Breach, for example. But overall, with that said, you know, it is quite a nice change of pace to see these characters, because I don't see them that often in fan games in general, right? And so it's cool to see, like, this own version of a Sister Location remake. Also, scratch that, there is another game. I played a Sister Location VR remake by Euro. I remember that one because it was one of the first VR games I did on the channel, I believe, or definitely the first VR fan game I did on the channel. And that one, ironically, that was the first time I ever experienced the Sister Location gameplay itself. So, can't believe I almost forgot about that. But again, goes to show, there aren't really a lot of games that base themselves on Sister Location. So, you know, seeing this, it was a nice change of pace. And not only did it's not like it's just a remake of Sister Location, this does its own thing with it, right? Not just from a story aspect, as we've seen with this whole idea that the we're testing like advanced AI and whatnot, and essentially like the Sister Location is within a virtual game and they want to be free and get into the real world. Not only do we have that, but we also have the gameplay that's gotten twisted up quite a bit, right? Obviously, we have more office traditional gameplay in this. I don't think Sister Location had anything like that for the most part, right? Like, usually whenever you're in that office section, it's really just to like test stuff out and then you're going from room to room. But here, right, obviously it's more of a traditional office section with like it basically takes the office section of like traditional FNAF, does its own thing with it here, along with like the separate tasks of going to different rooms and doing different things like Funtime Freddy, and I forgot what the other one was, where we're supposed to try and repair Bonnie and all that. So in other words, so I guess in a way of saying, like, this game, obviously with the gameplay, right, does a lot of interesting and unique things to differentiate itself from the original Sister Location, both in story and just how the gameplay structure is done. For example, in general, the office gameplay, right, is obviously like the most different part about it. I really like the idea of the modifiers, Mr. Music Man just coming in, the DJ, I guess as they call him, DJ Music Man, comes in, offers you modifiers to make the night more harder. I've already given some of my criticism on this in, I guess, earlier in the video, right, where I think for something like blindness specifically, deafness maybe not as much because you can kind of get away with deafness, but blindness and no cameras I wish were more temporary, because trying to expect someone to do blind runs, I guess, like let's say you get blindness at the beginning of night 5, trying to do blind whole of night 5 feels, I guess it feels futile to me. I don't know how you'd be able to do it. And if you get blind and deafness, you're done, right? You're done. There's literally no way around it. So I feel like stuff like that should be temporary. From what I've noticed, it's not. For all I know, I could be wrong. I never survived long enough to see blindness or deafness wear out. Actually, I don't know. Deafness I don't think wears out at all, because I got up to like 4 or 5 a.m. with deafness. So I don't know if that wears off. But in general, if they are not time limited, I think they should be more temporary. Just in general, because of how extreme those modifiers are. Another thing is, I think it would be nice to see if Music Man could on rare occasion offer like more positive modifiers, or just like positive modifiers in general, like, oh, power, you know, decreases less quickly, or thermal output is not as does not increase as fast, you know, stuff like that. But just in general, like the overall premise of the gameplay, obviously they do a lot of cool things. Obviously they introduce the FNAF 2 animatronics into this, right? With Bonnie, Freddy, and Foxy having their own mechanics. Foxy, you know, can't turn on the light when they have one light on. When they have the light on, two lights on, turn on the light. And then Freddy and Bonnie, obviously the traditional mask mechanics. And then you have Ballora and Funtime Foxy, same thing, with the flashes, or the controlled shocks, I guess. Overall, just an impressive game on how they amplified the original things that Sister Location had and added their own things into it. Besides that, there's also the house section, which I'm personally not a fan of, just because it feels kind of awkward with the whole, like, check the cameras to see where Ballora and Funtime Foxy are at, then go to the doors, when it's like, when you think about it, they could have just kept it sound-based, but I figured that might have been too close to FNAF 4. Maybe they wanted to try something different. So, you know, honestly, props them for that. But I feel like the camera stuff does not work as well with the doors, frankly. Just, at least for me, it didn't work well, but that just could be a skill issue on my part. And of course, at the very end, Scrap Baby coming in and eventually getting us. It seems like they put us in the game and they took possession of our bodies. But alas, that's gonna be it for Sister Location overall. Here are the credits. Great job to everyone involved. This has been a pleasure. Of course, I did mention, right, not a lot of Sister Location style fan games, but I have seen some that I'm following that are in the works, like the Agony facilities. But alas, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, hit that notification bell to keep up to date on future videos. The game will be in the description below as always. And with that said, I'll see you in another video. Take care.